Hi, I'm Tara Sharvat, President of the Junior League Summit for 2020 through 2022, and I'm here to talk to you today a bit about what does diversity, equity, and inclusion mean to me and what I hope it means to the Junior League Summit. For me, diversity, equity, and inclusion is all about belonging. And as you watch this video of women who are part of our task force, I think you're going to hear similar comments. However, it's from heartfelt sincerity from each individual who's part of this important task force on what we bring to the table in terms of DE&I and how we hope this helps support the mission of the Junior League of Summit. If you recall last year, there was a statement that the Junior League received from AJLI on racial intolerance and racial inequity and our stand against that in racism. And what Erica Melchiori, president from 2018 to 2020, and I promised is that one thing we would do with this policy statement is that we would not stop talking about the issues at hand, and we would look to see how we could infuse DE&I into our league and ultimately into our community. So what I'm really proud of is over the past year, we've done a lot of work to advance that. The board came together and we had a discussion about DE&I, and we took a survey that was offered by AJLI to say, how did we think we were doing from a DE&I standpoint? We also asked membership to take that. That allows us a benchmark to see how DE&I is within our league and how we can look to enhance our practices within DE&I. From there, we formulated a task force led by Amanda Greenblatt, a sustaining member and former past president, and wonderful women from across the league, from new members to active members and sustaining members. Over the course of the next year and a half, we'll look to see how do we infuse DE&I into the league as a whole. And that process is really a journey, and it's really a transformation for our league to be looking at the universe through the lens of DE&I. So I'm really proud to say that we are at the beginning of this journey, and it's a journey that is lifelong, and no doubt lifelong learnings that'll go along with it. So I'm excited to see what the task force does and how we transform as a league through this process. So in advance of all the work that we will do, I want to say thank you to each and every member for participating in this important initiative.
Hi everybody, I'm Amanda Greenblatt. I'm a sustainer and I'm chairing the DE&I task force. I have a great committee and we are running the twice a month office hours. It's really been an incredible experience. I have been a member of the Junior League since '97. I have always sort of identified as the other, and all of a sudden I'm feeling like I'm part of the greater whole. Really one of the greatest parts about being in this space right now is getting to know everybody, getting to know their stories on a deeper level, and seeing what it means to make us all feel included. And I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of what we are doing as a league. I'm really proud of what AJLI is doing. And I can't wait to get to know each of you a little bit more during our office hours.
What does DE&I mean to me? It means that walking into a room and assuming that I will meet people who are different from me on the surface, but somehow deep inside there's somewhere we can connect and find commonality as humans, and loving others as I love myself and my own family.
Hi, I'm Victoria Williams, new member and member of the DE&I task force. When I think of DE&I, diversity, equity, and inclusion, I think of belonging. I think of being welcomed. There's a great thought leader by the name of Brene Myers. She's well known in the DE&I space, and she equates DE&I to a dance or party. She says that diversity is being invited to the party. Equity means that everyone has appropriate transportation to get to the party. And inclusion means that once you're at the party, you're being asked to dance. So that really sums it up for me in terms of DE&I, diversity, equity, and inclusion, meaning that there's a sense of belonging and a sense that all are welcome.
So not only are we running office hours, but our task force is also focusing on how to infuse DE&I throughout the league. Over the coming year, you will see whether it's overt or just subtly through different placements and projects, things that we are doing to make sure that diversity, equity, and inclusion are part of the core of what we are doing here at the Junior League.
Hi, I'm Elise DeCara, and I am an active member with the Junior League, and I'm also a member of the DE&I Task Force, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. So what does DE&I mean to me? To sum it up, it basically means to belong. To belong to something, no matter what our diversity is, and to feel like an equal part, to feel included, to feel understood, to be heard, to be appreciated and celebrated, to honor diversity, and just to belong. Isn't that what we all want? To belong.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Coffey, and I'm part of the Junior League of Summit DE&I Task Force. This year has been an illuminating year, and having the DE&I Task Force to have office hours conversations with it's been really nice. It's been nice to have a place to talk about these complicated issues in a non-judgmental forum where we can learn from each other and get clarity on things that are just really hard to understand. I'm also a social worker, and diversity, equity, and inclusion are an important part of my life, professionally and personally. Knowing that AJLI and the Junior League of Summit take diversity, equity, and inclusion seriously and are doing things to promote it is such a good feeling, and it makes me feel really proud to be a part of the Junior League.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Sullivan, and I'm currently an active member of the Junior League of Summit. I am part of the DE&I Task Force, the Projects Committee, Investments Committee, and looking forward to being on the board as treasurer for the upcoming Junior League year. So this past year I've had a chance to really reflect on what DE&I means to me. And first, it makes me recognize that I've had advantages and opportunities that others haven't, and also acknowledge that my success isn't all my own, but neither are my failures. And secondly, I know that my personal experience of success was really through an aid of allies, sponsors, mentors, who all helped me navigate a system created by the majority. And I've always wanted to grow up to be part of a group that helped people like me. So I'm really encouraged that the Junior League of Summit is committed to being an authentic ally, and looking forward to seeing how we achieve goals of diversity, equity, inclusion as a collective. So thank you, everyone.
Hi again. So I realized I never actually answered the question, which is, what does DE&I mean to me? So I guess what I would say is that it is about learning about each other and our differences, embracing our differences, removing the stigma of our differences, and then learning about our similarities. And most importantly, as we get to know each other, we are lifting each other up and creating a sense of belonging.